Hello there. My name is Mark Austin, and I'd like to talk to you in this short video about the work that we here at Summit Collaborative have been doing with foundations over the last 10 years. We've been working with very small family foundations as well as larger family foundations, medium-sized foundations, community foundations, corporate funders, very large foundations. We work on traditional types of programs with foundations, whether it's helping them to review particular grant proposals that have technology-related components to them or internet strategy-related components to them. We've worked with foundations to help them to develop application and grant-making processes and programs. And over the years, we've also found ourselves in an advisory role to foundations on a variety of strategic issues, whether it's evaluation of programs, development of projects, etc. What we find ourselves doing a lot of these days, however, is working with foundations to help them think through more carefully and then put into place projects, experiments, programs that relate to building their capacity, enhancing information and communications in such a way to assist foundations in both capturing knowledge, building their knowledge over time, managing knowledge, and being able to share it, both internally and externally. So we do a lot of kind of network mapping with foundations to help them look at who is part of their network, where are the points of leverage in those networks. Consequently, we do find ourselves doing quite a bit of work on both the assessment end as well as the planning end around these issues of knowledge building and network building. In addition to that kind of work, over the years we've found ourselves developing very specific projects and experiments for foundations to help them kind of dip their toes into the water of new ways of working. There is a video in the Council of Foundations 2008 resource area on this platform, where you can see a video of one of our clients, CEO Jim Coulihan from the Blandin Foundation, who can kind of summarize for you a little bit more the work that he and they are doing at the foundation around knowledge, networking, change management, as related to advanced uses of technology and new ways of working. We're very proud of the work that we've done with the Blandin Foundation, and I think Jim's discussion around the work that he and they are doing exemplifies the types of impacts that we're having when we work with foundations. Other types of things that we've done with foundations over the years that have had great success are development of very specific programs for grantees. Peer learning programs around a variety of issues, but again, very often focused on issues of how to leverage the uses of new tools and strategies online for them to be successful in whatever way they need to be successful, whether it's program deployment, whether it's marketing, whatever. So that has been a very, very successful effort. We've done that work with foundations in 4 or 5 states, mostly small and medium-sized types of foundations, community foundations, and those projects have worked quite well. We do quite a bit of presentations for foundations to their grantees, to partner foundations, to their boards, trustees, to help them articulate with an outside expert what are the opportunities, what are the challenges that lay in front of them as they as a foundation think about new ways of working with their constituents. And so that as well is work that we have found has a very high impact in helping to pave the way for foundations to make the kinds of changes that they might like to make, both in-house in relation to human and technological systems, as well as in the program end and relationships with constituents, whether they be grantees, alumni of programs, partner foundations, etc. Is first and foremost experience. we've worked with foundations of so many different sizes and types over such a long time period and on such a variety of issues that we've been very privileged to gather, collect, and learn about foundations and how they work in the existing environment and prepare for changes in their environment. And so presenting at foundation conferences, working directly with individual funders, generating reports around funder behavior and patterns in the field has really put us in a wonderful position to learn. And so we do have a lot to offer just from that perspective. Another area where we excel in our work is our ability to both develop processes for planning and assessment or program development with foundations that are really responsive to you, responsive to your culture as an organization, responsive to your capacity, whether it be expertise, time, funding, even capacity to manage or absorb changes in the way you work for staff and others. And I think that our ability to customize those processes has been very, very helpful. Another area where we place a lot of emphasis, and I think we've had great success, is simply in relation to our ability to facilitate those processes. Over the years, I think we have been able to capture what are the most effective ways to facilitate processes with different foundations who have different types of cultures or priorities. And so I think that we bring that to the table and bring it to the table in a strong way. And finally, I think we simply bring expertise to the table and the ability to leverage more expertise through the Summit Collaborative Network. And that's one of the reasons I actually built a network, a Summit Collaborative Network, as opposed to other types of approaches to supporting foundations, because I wanted us to be in a position where we could leverage easily knowledge in the field. So I think we bring a lot of very specific expertise to the table for you that we've captured over the years in relation to internet strategy, in relation to web strategy, in relation to different ways of working with grantees and other stakeholders. We bring a lot of experience in those areas and expertise. But again, it's really our ability to tap into larger networks and be able to leverage that expertise that I think is of great added value. Well, that's it for the moment. You know where to find me if you'd like to learn more about our projects with foundations, our clients, and the work we've done in the past. You, of course, should go ahead into the Summit Toolkit, which you'll see here on this platform, and you can peruse around in there to learn a little bit more about the specific areas of our work. And then, of course, the Who We Are section provides you with a lot of information that you might find helpful in relation to learning more about our work and figuring out whether there's a good connection between our skill set and our approach with your needs. Take care.